Now, one pattern from the exterior angles of triangles is that we know that x plus c is equal to 180 degrees. We also know that a plus b plus c, the sum of the interior angles of a triangle, and remember these are supplementary angles. The sum of the angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees as well. So that means that x is equal to a plus b, because the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite two interior angles. So that means that x is equal to a plus b. A rectangular sign is built as shown. The four supports for the back of the sign form four congruent or identical triangles. What is the value of x? So we know here that this is going to be 32 degrees. And we know that 32 plus this missing angle measure plus 32, and I'm going to put this in as y. So y plus 32 plus 32 is equal to 180 degrees. So y plus 64 is equal to 180. Subtract 64 from both sides. We get y is equal to 116 degrees. So if this is 116 degrees, then we also know that since they're four congruent triangles, these angles are going to be 32 and 32. And we know that this is 90. Do this a number of ways. And so this will be 116 as well. And this is x. Now, I'll do this. So this angle is 116. This angle is 116. So 116 plus 116 plus x. Remember that the sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So this simplifies to be 2x plus 232 is equal to 360. Subtract 232 from both sides, and we're left with 2x is equal to, and this will be 128. Divide both sides by 2. We get x is equal to 64. There's a couple other ways you could have done that. You could have found this angle, because we know this is 90. So this angle then would be 58. 58, because then 58 plus 32 plus 90 is 180 degrees. This angle would be 58. 58 plus 58 plus 64 is 180 degrees as well, because those are supplementary. So there's plenty of ways you could have approached that problem. Now, for this question, we want to know the perimeter of the rink. And we know that we have a half circle here and a half circle here with a diameter of 10 meters. So we have two half circles, which makes a whole circle, and the formula for circumference of a circle is pi times the diameter. So this will be equal to pi times 10, which is approximately equal to 3.14 times 10, which is approximately equal to 31.4, and it'll be meters. Okay, so that's the distance around the two half circles. But we also have to take into account the 25 meters along each of these stretches. So the total perimeter of this will be 31.4 plus 25 plus 25, and we do not include this and this line, because those are not part of the perimeter. They're inside the object. Remember, the distance around this object, or around this, and sorry, it's not a very good drawing, but that's going to be then a total of 81.4 meters. Last question here. Okay. And so Pravin designs a lightning bolt using 2 quadrilaterals and 1 triangle as shown below. Complete the table below and use your justification here. So okay, these two are going to be identical angles. So we know that since this is all part of a quadrilateral, y plus y plus 66 plus 72 is equal to 360 degrees, because we know the sum of the interior angles, and this will be your justification, the sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral are equal to 360 degrees. So you need to put that in here for your justification, sorry, down below, because that's what they're looking for the justification. You know that the sum of the angles in a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So when we simplify, this will be 2y plus, and 66 plus 78 will be 138 is equal to 360. Subtract 138 from both sides. And 2y is equal to 222. So we divide both sides by 2. Y is equal to 111 degrees. And so then that will be your value for y, and then you would need to have a justification saying how you know your answer is true, how you came to this conclusion. Now, here we have a triangle. There's a couple ways you could answer this question, but we have a triangle, and this angle here, and I'll just put it, that angle is part of the triangle. The other two angles are the 68 and the 25 degrees. So if we call this angle Z plus 68 plus 25 is equal to 180 degrees. Z and 68 plus 25 is 93. We subtract 93 from both sides. So Z is equal to 87 degrees. Now, if Z is equal to 87 degrees, then X plus Z, because they are supplementary angles, are equal to 180 degrees as well. And X then plus 87 is equal to 180 degrees. We subtract 87 from both sides, and we get X is equal to 93. And you'll notice that was the number up here, which is for our X is the exterior angle for this triangle, so it is equal to the sum of the opposite two interior angles. So that could be your other justification. So X is equal to 93 because it is the exterior angle for the triangle, and exterior angles of triangles are equal to the sum of the opposite two interior angles. So either explanation, and make sure that when you're going to use wording, full sentence form for your justification.